We go to Chicago, another senseless death.
Why?
And the Democrats just don't care.
Sheer fucking hubris.
College student Sheridan Gorman
It started like this.
was walking with her friends one night with a surprised and illegal alien.
I'm shocked.
She ran.
Hold up.
She got shot.
Wait a minute.
She got ended.
Fuck.
Thank you, Joe Dementia.
Come on, man.
I'm Jasper Gonzo on this. According to the Democrats, they said, well, had they not surprised the illegal alien,
What?
she would still be alive today.
You stupid fuck!
The balls.
I hate you. I hate you. I don't even know you. And I hate your guts.
But it's what's next. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Jasper Gonzo. What's next? Another episode, Daily Dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Wednesday. Well, this story kind of got away from me the last 24 hours, only because there were just a number of stories out there. And I do apologize for that. But like I said, this story is extremely important and we just can't let it die. Sheridan Gorman, Chicago, college student. You're like, okay. I think 99.9% of us couldn't pick her out of a police lineup. But yet, she's important. Why? Well, as a Chicago student, she was one day walking with her friends. One night, shall I say. And she stumbled upon, a masked bandit, a masked hooligan, a masked guy with a gun. They panicked. They ran. As she ran, she got shot. She got ended. Well, it turns out that the masked bandit happened to be an illegal from Venezuela who was kicked out of the country one time or twice time before during the Joe Dementia administration. Yes, Joe, we're pointing the fingers at you. But sadly, there's more. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Prosecutors, Biden released illegal alien shot ended Sheridan Gorman as she ran for her life. And of course, that is Sheridan Gorman. And of course, that is the piece of shit who shot her. An illegal alien released in the United States by former President Joe Dementia's administration shot and ended 18-year-old Sheridan Gorman, a freshman at Loyola University, Chicago, as she ran for her life trying to flee for safety, prosecutors allege. As Breitbart News reported, 25-year-old illegal alien Jose Medina, yes, of Venezuela, was arrested by Chicago Police Department and charged with murdering Sheridan Gorman, who also went by Shira. A random attack on a pier, supposedly random, at a pier in Chicago's Toby Prince Beach. Prosecutors are providing new details as what they saw, so what they say occurred on the night of March 19th, Block Club Chicago reports. About 1:30 a.m. Thursday, Gorman, 18, with a group of friends at a pier on Toby Prince Beach in Loyola Park, a few blocks away from the campus. Gorman alerted her friends that someone was hiding near the pier, at which point the group of friends were chased by a person who had been identified as Medina. Assistant State Attorney Mike Pecara said in a court on Monday. Medina opened fire and shot Gorman in the back as she tried to run away. Pecara said she was pronounced dead at the scene. Gorman's friends were able to duck for cover as grassy area near the pier as Medina ran back to an apartment on North Sheridan Road where he had left earlier. And it turns out that he was staying there. He was supposedly paying for rent. Anyway, Gorman's friends observed Medina dressed mostly in black, including a black face mask. Sheridan's friends and family have created a GoFundMe to help the young women's memorial service and scholarship in her honor. Shira loved deeply and lived fully. The page reads, she loved Jesus, her family, her sister Maddie, most of all, her lifelong friends, the simple, beautiful moments that made up her life. She had a way of making everyone feel special, seen, and loved. To know her was to be changed by her. On Sunday, Immigration Customs Enforcement agents, officials revealed that Medina was an illegal alien from Venezuela who was apprehended at the border May 9th in 23. Gee, I wonder who was president at the time. Anyway, excuse my mind. Thanks to former President Joe Dementia's expansive catch and release policy, Medina was released from the Border Patrol custody into U.S. Interior. Yes, let's not kick him the fuck out of the country. Let's release him into the States. Then a month later, July 19th, 2023, Medina was arrested in Chicago for shoplifting. No, because that never happens. Thanks to Chicago and Illinois' strict sanctuary city policies. Yes, thank you. Pritzker, Governor Pritzker, that prick. The illegal alien was released from police custody without being turned over to ICE agents for arrest and deportation. Medina remains in police custody and has reportedly been treated for tuberculosis. Gee, TB, that hasn't been seen in this country in, I don't know, almost a century, but yet, let's allow this. And then we go from that to this. This is Megyn Kelly, and she has close ties to Sheridan Gorman and her mother.
The avoidable murders of young American women like Laken Riley, Jocelyn Nungare, and Rachel Morin, all killed by illegal immigrants who should have never been in our country to begin with. And now it's happened again. 18-year-old Sheridan Gorman from Yorktown Heights, New York. That's in Westchester, not far from where we are, and happens to be Yorktown Heights, the area of Westchester we've talked about AOC being from. Sheridan Gorman was from Yorktown Heights. It's about an hour's drive from New York City. She was a first-year student at Loyola University in Chicago. 18 years old, first step away from her parents. I understand this. I had my first job in Chicago after I finished law school at age 24, so I was a little older than Sheridan, but I went to Chicago too as my first big step away from home. And it seems like a relatively safe place, or at least it did back when I went. It's not as large as New York City. It's a little bit more navigable. It's totally beautiful. That lakefront is completely inviting. And large parts of it are very safe, and a lot of young people hang out there at all hours, having a drink or on their way home to the bars, or just at night when they're not going to the bars, just to take in Lake Michigan, which is absolutely stunning. It looks like an ocean. And Sheridan, a first-year student, again at Loyola, around 1 a.m. on Thursday night, went out with friends to take in the city's skyline and have a look at the northern lights. That's according to her family. She was at the part of the lakefront, if you know Chicago, there's Michigan Avenue, and they call it Mag Mile. And right at the top of that is Oak Street Beach, which kind of kicks off the area that people
Meg Mile, who are familiar,
go to
and those familiar with Chicago, is called the
and lots of people
Magnificent
get
Mile.
engaged there with the John Hancock building in the background. Well, about 7 or 8 miles just north of that is Loyola Beach, where she was with her friends, minding her own business on a spring evening. And prosecutors say that Sheridan and her group were walking near this beach when Gorman told her friends she saw someone hiding behind a lighthouse. And that's when an armed man dressed in all black, wearing a mask, emerged, causing the group to flee. Can you imagine how terrifying that would be? The man then fired at the fleeing group, hitting Sheridan in the back, with the bullet exiting from her neck. And she was pronounced dead at the scene. For what? Because this pig, illegal, was in this country with no business being here.
Facts.
Here on the MK Show, the email that we received took my breath away. It was from a friend of Sheridan's mom, Jessica. The mom is Jessica. It turns out Jessica went to our show in Westchester this past fall when we took the show on the road. Jessica's friend Stacy sent along these photos. Stacy is the brunette. She's the friend who sent us the emails. And Sheridan's mom, Jessica, is on screen right in the striped jacket. The other woman on screen left is Jessica's twin sister, Nicole. And they look so much alike, so you probably could figure that out on your own. Look at them. Look at Jessica. She's wearing her red, white, and blue, loud and proud. So much pride in this nation, which she clearly loves. All that it could offer her and her family, her sweet daughter, Sheridan, who she was probably so excited to see off to college and probably had that tearful goodbye that moms and daughters have, and that moms have in general with their kids when they send them off to a school in a different part of the country and pray that they'll be safe. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jessica. I'm sorry this happened to your daughter and your family. I'm sorry that the Democrat Party did not protect beautiful Sheridan.
Shock and awe.
And I promise to do what Stacy asked us to do in her email to our show, which was to use this platform to help you get justice for your daughter and to do what we can to make sure no one else's child is taken too soon by someone who has no right to be here, and to hold the politicians accountable who caused it and minimize it, and therefore set another person up for disaster in the United States.
My thoughts, quickly. That was, of course, that was Megyn Kelly on her Instagram page. And no matter what you think about Megyn Kelly these days, you know, that was very poignant and very touching and heartfelt from her. The fact of the matter is that Sheridan Gorman, again, didn't have to die. Now, you got knucklehead Democrats, morons, cretins, buffoons, asswipe Democrats saying, well, has she not surprised the illegal, she would still be alive today. What a, you know, piece of shit answer from a piece of shit. I think Alderman, I forgot her name, Alderman Hannon or whatever the hell her name is. Who cares? No one gives a shit. She's trash. But anyway, just like Lake and Raleigh, just like how many other women, you know, Nangari, you know, young women who were ended, who were murdered, who were killed by illegals over the last 5 years, especially under dementia. How many more? How many illegals are still running around this country? And yet, when Trump is trying to do something, no matter what you think of Trump, Trump is trying to do something with ICE, no matter what you think of ICE, to try to get rid of as many illegals as possible, you know, not have them fill out papers or what have you, but kick them the fuck out of the country. No. According to Democrats, we can't do that. No, we can't do that because these are people too. They just want a fair shot at the American dream. They just want to, you know, work hard and get jobs and be Americans and assimilate. Yeah, that's all bullshit. Absolute bullshit. There is no assimilation. Still want to hide in the shadows, still want to suck off the teat of the state. That is what the overwhelming majority wants to do. There is a minority of illegals in this country who want to do what's right, who want to learn English, who want to learn the laws of the country, who want to establish residency, who want to become citizens of these United States and vote legally. But not the Democrats. No. That's the reason why the SAFE Act, is still, is getting stalled, in the Senate, because of shit like this. Because without the legal vote, Democrats can't win. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. But this shit in Chicago is no surprise. Chicago's averaged, double digits. People getting shot over the weekend. Single digits during the week. You have an incompetent mayor in Brandon Johnson. An asswipe of a governor in Pritzker. This is the buffoonery. This is the shittiness that you're dealing with in Illinois, and your sanctuary city policies that have ruined lives, have ended lives. And sadly, in Chicago, I hate to say it, someone got killed. It's just another day that ends in Y. And that's fucking pathetic. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And we'll see you next time.